let me love you.
Hey you guys, it's Midnight here back for another video, and today I wanted to do a first impression of the 2023 BL drama OnlyFans. Mew, Ray, Boston, and Namchueam, a group of business students running a hostel together, blur the lines between friendship and romance. Mew has been focusing on his studies, setting aside no time for sex and relationships. To help them with their business design, Boston introduces the group to Top. Boston didn't anticipate Top's interest in Mew, and he isn't happy with the turns of events. Economics student San wants an exclusive relationship with Ray, but Ray has feelings for Mew, and he's not interested in settling. IT guy Nick finds a sex tape in Boston's phone and ends up in a friends with benefits relationship with him. However, Nick wants something more. Getting into the characters, you have San, played by First. He is a singer that works at the local pub and he has a crush on Ray. Then you have Ray, played by Kautong. He is a privileged. He struggles from substance abuse and has a crush on Mew despite being in a sugar/baby daddy relationship. Top, played by Forrest. He used to mess with Boston at one point and then started dating Mew. Mew, played by Book. He is dating Top and is currently running a hostel. Boston, played by Neo. He used to mess with Todd, but he got into a friends with benefits relationship with Nick. And then you have Nick, played by Mark. He is an IT guy. He became infatuated with Boston and begins a friends with benefits with him. Going into the pros, the first thing that I like is the concept of the show. I feel like, honestly, GMTV really, I think, will score big on this show, considering that this is different from most of the shows that they put out in terms of like BLs, of course. And I have to say, like, I feel like GMMTV is noticing that not only do they have like competitions within Thailand, but they also have competition with Japanese BLs, Korean BLs, and even Chinese BLs. So I think that this is like a step in the right direction in terms of like competing with not only companies within Thailand but also internationally as well. Secondly is the chemistry. I feel like everybody has chemistry in this show except for Mew and Top, which I feel like, as the story progressed, because we're only like we're not really halfway in the show, we're like a quarter into the show, but still, like, I think that it still gives room for improvement between Mew and Top's characters, especially when it comes to the actors. Now this moves on to like my cons, and it's Mew and Top. I feel like Mew and Top is just boring. Like, boring. Like, I understand that they can't really like we have to wait until like the show progress so that we can get a lot of like what is going to basically a lot of the drama that's going to unfold, which I understand, of course, for the sake of like, storytelling. But I just wished that they, I don't know, included something, I don't know, just something into the storyline to keep us interested in their relationship or whatever. But it's just dragging. It's just dragging. Secondly is Book and Force. Now, Book and Force, again, they don't have no chemistry at all, and they just seem so bland. Like, it just like I like one thing I wish with both actors is that when they're acting, I feel like when it comes to portraying Mew and Top, those are two characters where you have to, like, I guess you would say, express their feelings when like with their eyes or whatever. But it's like Book and Force, they kind of fall flat when it comes to portraying both their characters. So yeah, but again, I hope that like towards the midway through the show, or even at the end, I hope that their characters do like come in, like they really do like do better when it comes to their acting. And last but not least is the screen time. One thing I really noticed, especially since like we're at currently episode 5, is that as the episodes progress, you really start to see how the screen time is really unevenly split between the characters. Like, Mew and Top gets most of the screen time despite how boring and bland they are as of right now. Like, nothing is going on between their two characters. It's the same old, they're going on a date, And, you know, obviously Top is having some sort of like, honey, there's red flags all over the screen when it comes to Top. And then you have Mew who, you know, he's kind of like just thinking, you know, so we don't really know like we don't really know yet like what is to come of Mew and how he's gonna handle like everything that's going on, like the fact that, you know, Top is interested in him, and then you have Ray who's also interested in him as well. So we don't really know what is to come out of Mew's character, since he's like the only like mysterious person within the friend group, and the fact that, you know, he's all innocent and everything and stuff like that. So, like I said, they're given most of the screen time, and then after that you have Boston and Nick, which is fine, you know, obviously, which is okay. And then last but not least, you have Ray and Sand, who gets the shortest amount of screen time, which I feel like Ray and Sand's relationship is kind of like a transition for Boston and Nick. So again, it's just like, and honestly, to be fair, I would really wish that Ray and Sand would get more screen time than, you know, because honestly, for right now, I low-key just feel like Ray and Sen is probably the only relationship that's probably going to end. And maybe Boston and Nick, and I know that's very controversial of me to say, but I do feel like Nick and Boston could potentially end well, because obviously, even though I hate to say it, and this is not good, but of course Nick is trying to, you know, change himself for Boston, but I can see it working nevertheless. So in conclusion, I have to say, like, right now I'm very interested in this drama. Like, you know, to be honest, like I said, this is very different. This is a complete turnaround for GMMTV, and I was not expecting this type of show from GMMTV. So yes, so I hope in the future they keep on doing shows like this and stuff like that. So yeah, and let me know in the comments down below what you think of this show so far, and what are your theories and whatnot, and what are you looking forward to when, you know, we get midway into the show. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please do subscribe, and please hit that bell notification for more uploads from me.